Hi, I'm Chris with Comrex, and we've gotten some requests to demonstrate how to set up a Rodecaster Pro II to work with an Access NX portable. In this case, we're going to be using some mic channels on the Rodecaster Pro II, so you can use the processing and the mic pre's, feed a mix of this into the Access NX portable, send that back to an Access rack in the studio, and then take the studio feed, bring it back, and feed it into the mixer so you can basically use the headphone monitoring on this as well. Keep in mind you have two very complete mixers here, so you have a lot of options. We're just going to go over these basic setups. So to start out with, we're going to need some cabling, and in this case I like to use the Studio Hub cables because you have a lot of different options. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Rodecaster Pro II, and I'm going to take the monitor output here, and I'm going to red for right and then green for left. I'm going to take this cable, so I'm taking this monitor mix out, and then I'm going to feed that into the line level input on the Access NX portable, just like that. Cable 1, done and dusted. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the line level out, so this is going to be the return from the station, and I'm going to feed that into a channel on the Rodecaster Pro II. In this case, I have an 1/8" mini stereo, but to feed it into the mixer, I'm going to use a little adapter. So I don't want to use a balanced input. I want to use a unbalanced input, so it's going to be mono going into the channel. So I'm going to go over here to the NX portable, line level out, and then I'm going to go over to the Rodecaster Pro II, and I'm going to plug that mono input into number 4. Very good. So we've got all of our cabling done. Now we just have to make a few settings, and some of these are very important. So first of all, on the NX portable, I'm going to go over to the audio output screen, and I'm going to make sure that the return is selected left and right. And so this return is going to be fed into the line level output. So the return from the studio is going to be coming from the studio and then to the line level out into the mixer. Nothing else needs to be fed from the mixer. We're just using this purely as a codec, and all good. So the next part that we need to do is make some settings on the Rodecaster Pro II. So first of all, I want to make sure that number 4 is going to be a line level input. So right now it's set up for a dynamic mic. I just need to go to line in, and done. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to go into the settings. So you're going to click on the settings cogwheel. We're going to go to output, and we're going to go to monitor. So this is very important. If you were to turn on a mic or flip up the fader, it's actually going to shut off the monitor output. So we're going to disable that. I typically would want to put the fixed output level on, but you can choose whether to do that or not. And once you've done that, you've taken care of that important thing. And then the next thing you're going to do, go again to outputs and then routing. And you'll notice that each one of these headphones has, you can do a customized mix for its own mix minus, or you can just feed the main mix. So for number 1, it's just going to be main mix. 2 headphone output, main mix. 3 headphone output, main mix. 4 headphone, they're all going to be main mix. So here in the monitor output that we're feeding into the codec, we need to create that mix minus so the audio doesn't go back to the station and create that really awful echo. So what we're going to do is we're going to unhook channel 4, which is the audio that's the return from the studio. We're going to unhook that from that main mix so that won't be fed back to the studio. Once you've done that, you're pretty much good to go. Those are really the important settings you need to make to get an Access portable to work with the Rodecaster Pro II. So if you have any questions, you can look us up online at www.comrex.com or give us a call toll free in the US at 800-237-1776.